What is up, Scoopster fam? Get ready for a news blast that's hitting different. We've got the Obamas dropping a new podcast that's going to blow your mind. Then we're heading to Lagos, where the legendary Fela Kuti's legacy is exploding with a massive exhibition and cultural program. But that's not all. Femi Kuti is stepping up to urge Nigerian youth to stay and rebuild their nation, a powerful message we need to hear. And finally, we're shining a spotlight on the rising Afrobeat star Gyakie, who is honoring her legendary father Nana Acheampong on her debut album. This is huge. Don't touch that dial. Subscribe and hit that bell. The Obamas are making waves in the podcast world. Context: in a time of political reflection, the former president is also diving into cultural resistance. Higher Ground Productions, the Obamas media company, has partnered with Audible for a brand new 12-part podcast series titled Fela Kuti, Fear No Man. This series, launching September 18th, delves into the incredible life of Nigerian musician and activist Fela Kuti, the pioneer of the Afrobeat genre. It explores how Kuti used his music as a revolutionary language against oppression, a concept that resonated deeply even with President Obama. The podcast is hosted by the acclaimed Jada Bumred and features an incredible lineup of voices, including Burna Boy, Paul McCartney, Questlove, and even President Obama himself, offering a rich tapestry of oral history, musicology, and journalism. This venture marks a new chapter for Higher Ground after their previous deal with Spotify, highlighting their continued commitment to impactful storytelling. The series aims to capture the complexity of Fela Kuti, not just as a musician, but as a movement builder and a source of inspiration for resistance. Audience impact. Listeners are buzzing about the chance to explore Fela Kuti's life through the Obamas production, especially with the star-studded guest list. Don't miss how this podcast connects to a massive cultural event celebrating Fela Kuti's legacy. Up next, an immersive exhibition bringing Fela Kuti's world to Lagos. Lagos is set to host an epic celebration of Afrobeats king. Context: Fela Kuti's influence continues to spread globally, and now his hometown is getting a monumental tribute. Opening October 12th and running through December 28th, 2025, Fela Anikulapo-Kuti, Afrobeat Rebellion, is set to launch at the Acheampong Pan-African Center in Lagos. This isn't just an exhibition. It's a 12-week cultural immersion reimagined by the Whitespace Creative Arts (AWCA) Foundation, with significant backing from the French Embassy in Nigeria and the Kuti family. Building on the success of the Paris retrospective, this Lagos edition promises an expanded, community-driven experience. Visitors will journey through Fela's life with archival objects, photography, soundscapes, and media installations recreating spaces like Calcutta and the Africa Shrine. The exhibition also features interactive elements and a legacy programs calendar with talks, live music, workshops, and children's activities, making it a dynamic festival. The aim is to reposition Fela not just as a musician or rebel, but as a public intellectual whose art was a catalyst for revolt and hope, deeply intertwined with Africa's social and political histories. Audience impact. The Kuti family emphasizes this as a homecoming to anchor Afrobeat's global story in its birthplace, aiming to inspire a new generation with art as resistance. But the call for action doesn't stop there, as another member of the Kuti family delivers a powerful message to the youth. Up next, Femi Kuti's plea for young Nigerians to stay and rebuild their homeland. Afrobeat royalty is urging the next generation to invest in Nigeria. Context: amidst global trends of emigration, a prominent voice is calling for national commitment and rebuilding. Femi Kuti, the renowned Afrobeat icon and son of the legendary Fela Anikulapo-Kuti, has made a passionate appeal to Nigerian youths. Speaking at a press conference in Lagos ahead of the Fela Anikulapo-Kuti Afrobeat Rebellion exhibition, Femi Kuti strongly advised young people against the Japa trend, the mass emigration of skilled professionals. He argued that abandoning the country to build elsewhere would critically undermine Nigeria's future development. Femi encouraged the younger generation to emulate the patriotic spirit of his father, Fela Anikulapo-Kuti, emphasizing that the youth hold the key to charting a better course for the nation and their children. The press briefing also served to highlight the upcoming exhibition, which will celebrate Fela's enduring legacy through a rich display of archives, music, cinema, talks, and workshops, promising an even more profound experience than its successful run in Paris. Audience impact. This message resonates deeply with discussions about brain drain and national development, sparking conversations about the role of youth in Nigeria's future. From calls for national building to celebrating musical heritage, the next story honors a rising star and her legendary roots. Up next, Afrobeat sensation Gyakie shares the inspiration behind her debut album, honoring her iconic father. A new generation of Afrobeats is here, and she's honoring her legendary roots. Context: the vibrant landscape of African music continues to flourish with artists blending tradition and innovation. Rising Afrobeat star Gyakie is making her mark with her highly anticipated 17-track debut album, After Midnight. The album is a deeply personal journey through vulnerability, healing, and self-love, with many tracks born from the quiet inspiration of the night. Gyakie describes After Midnight as her statement of becoming, embracing all facets of herself. The album features a diverse range of collaborations, including artists like 6 Lack, Koji Radical, Omar Sterling, Heady One, and Young John, reflecting the global reach of African music. A particularly touching moment for Gyakie was sampling her father, Ghanaian sonic pioneer Nana Acheampong, on the track Y2K Love. She describes this as completing a circle, honoring her roots, and carrying on a musical legacy. Gyakie's sound has evolved significantly since her 2019 debut, showing newfound confidence in exploring different genres, including drill music. Audience impact. Fans and critics alike are celebrating Gyakie's artistic growth and her ability to honor her father's legacy while forging her own path in the music industry. That's a wrap on today's incredible news. Up next, we'll recap all the biggest stories and tell you how to stay connected. And that's a wrap on today's Scoopster Rundown. We heard the Obamas are launching a Fela Kuti podcast, Lagos is hosting an epic Afrobeat Rebellion exhibition, Femi Kuti is urging Nigerian youth to stay and build, and rising star Gyakie is honoring her legendary father Nana Acheampong. Don't miss out on any of the scoops. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Scoopster for all the latest news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments which story you found most electrifying, and follow us on all our social media channels for behind-the-scenes content and more. See you next time.